Hey folks, Michael McGee here. In today's video, I'm going to do something that I usually don't do in the summertime, and that is I'm going to use my smokehouse. What you have here, McGee, look at how. In our very last beef butchering video, we butchered a heifer. It's very unusual for us to butcher heifers. We almost never do it. You can clearly see where it ends, so we're just going to come around like that. This comes highly recommended as being a delicacy, so we're hoping it is.
It looks a lot like the sweetbreads and the
It kind of does, don't it?
you were talking about.
Yeah, it looks like the lights. Drop down in the comments and let me know if this is something you would be willing to try. I would like to hear. Because people are always willing to tell you what they wouldn't try. And one of my Russian viewers, Stark Rosenbaum, highly recommended, without even knowing that we were butchering a heifer, told us to try udder. We never even butcher cows. We only butcher really steers and bulls. So that was interesting. We tried it and it was good. Well, my neighbors never did finish eating the rest of it. And if you remember yesterday's video, I've got a heifer that can't be bred. So even though it's unusual, we're going to butcher another heifer soon. So I want to do a test run. I want to make something that's in my brain. I've never heard of it being done before. But once it gets in my brain, it's got to come out. So here it is. They agreed to let me use their second half of udder in a test run. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to salt cure this udder. I have to let it thaw. Right now it's frozen. I'm going to salt cure this udder. I'm going to hang it in here and I'm going to smoke it. Last year I came up with the conclusion of what my favorite amount of smoke was on my bacon, and also salting it. I'm going to do it for 24 hours. So that right there, I think it's going to be good. Whether it's perfect for this situation or not, we're about to find out. As soon as this thaws out, I'm going to get it in the salt. All right, finally thawed out. I just got done eating lunch, so that's about how long it took. 3 hours. I had it sitting in water, but it wasn't real hot water. It was just lukewarm, and then the water got cold because it transferred the cold out of here. So anyway, I am going to use real salt. This is called Redmonds real salt. It's got minerals in the salt. It's not the salt that I usually use for curing, but we're going to see how it works. I have used it once for curing a pork belly, and it seemed to work great. So I'm going to cut this open where the juice don't run out all over my table here, hopefully. And what I'd like to do is pat it dry, because the whole thing about salt that makes it work is its ability to remove moisture. We don't need added moisture beyond what we've already are going to be pulling out. The udder is a fatty organ, I'm going to say. I guess it's an organ. Very fatty. So I don't see how you can go wrong using a fatty chunk to make bacon. I really don't see how we can go wrong. I'm going to cure it in the refrigerator since it's so warm. It's a warm time of year. I'm going to dry my hands off here. Now I'm just not going to use the weight and measure method. That's called the equilibrium method. You want to weigh your meat, and you want to weigh your salt, and you want it to work out perfectly. I'm not accustomed to using that method. I am always using the saturation method, which only goes by the amount of time it's in there. You can have it in 5 gallons of salt, it don't matter. So I'm just going to pour this over this. I'm going to rub it in. I'm going to get the other side. Rub it in. Now that is plenty of salt right there, I do believe. if we were in the winter time, I wouldn't even be worried about putting it in the refrigerator. I would just leave it in an ice chest. I'm gonna have to pour a little more on this edge. You really, if you do any kind of bacon, cured meat, you want to make sure you get it rubbed in really good. You want it saturated, absolutely and totally saturated. And I'm gonna say probably more important in the summer than any other time, because I learned a lesson back when it got 10 below zero. I learned that even the salt had the moisture sucked out of it because of such cold temperatures. When it gets down 10 below zero on the Fahrenheit scale, you've got some serious moisture reduction. I mean, it sucks the moisture out of everything. And that's why the old timers cured their bacon in the winter, in cold weather, because they may not have had all the salt in the world, and they didn't have enough to just completely, they didn't have, let's say, a lot of times I use 200 pounds of salt. Some winters, 200 or 300 pounds. This ain't wanting to stay shut. The udder is pushing up, but I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator just like this. 24 hours later, that means just after lunch tomorrow, I've got to be getting this rinsed off and ready to smoke. Let's do it. All right, it's been 24 hours. I just got done eating one of the finest meals, chuck eye steak from, who was it? McGee, you know who it was. Valiente, that's who it was. That guy made some of the finest steaks. So this is really interesting. After 24 hours, it has become very dense. Look at that, no sag, no flop. So what we're gonna do is wash the outer salt off. The salt that soaked in, we want that to stay in. If I soak this in water and let that set for 24 hours, it'd probably pull every bit of that salt out. We don't want that. We want it to remain cured. Man, is it to follow the year or what? Leaves falling out of the trees like crazy. Little maple leaf. All right, it's time to get this in the smokehouse, and it's time to build a fire and start smoking, I would say meat. It's time to start smoking udder. This is utterly ridiculous. Oh boy. Well, I never had this problem before. Oh yeah. Ugh. He helped me. He hit me. This stuff don't seem to be affecting them. Well, that don't make me feel too comfortable about building a fire right hugging around here, but oh my goodness, it's got to be done. I'm gonna forget the paper. I'm gonna use lighter fluid. They done got my nerve up now, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna soak this stuff out here. I'm gonna light it out here. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Toss it in. I'm using red cedar to get started. Now, I've got my fire going. I'm gonna put my hickory in there. What I got to do right there. I'm gonna let that go ahead and get caught good before I shut it down and make the smoke. Let it burn all this off. I don't really like to use this a whole lot, but it'll burn out and be gone before you know it. And that was an easy, quick fire to build. When I've got red wasps literally in there, I see the nest. I see the nest. It's in that door. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna shut it. I'll let that smoke get to him a little bit. Man, oh man. I usually have this part set to nice, soothing music. There's nothing soothing. There's nothing soothing about that right there. I'm gone. I honestly cannot believe I didn't get stung. I felt them rascals on my hand when I opened that door, and I thought that it was some cobwebs or something, and I shook my hand. Probably saved me from getting a sting or two. And why they didn't sting me, and I still might get stung. I got one right around me right now. Ugh. This winter, when we have some bacon in there, it'll be a lot calmer, a lot more peaceful. Now the fire is actually took a halt. It's what we call took a halt. Fire's not going to go out if we shut it down, and it's going to create more smoke and less heat. And that's the whole point. This is called cold smoking. All right, I'm going to close this door and let this fill up with smoke. I'm pretty excited. If you would like to see us build this smokehouse, it's pretty neat. It's a very cool video. Just drop down in the comments and ask me, and I'll share it over to you, and you can watch it. That happened a few years ago. A lot of y'all are new, and you didn't even know that I had that video made. We built this smokehouse out of that tree that fell, and when it fell, it smashed the smokehouse that I had here. I've got a whole series on it. I got the tree when it came down. It was kind of anticlimactic, but it was huge. And it slowly came down as the wind was beating and the rain was pelting down. And there were certain parts of it that were climactic. But anyway, just holler at me. This is the next day. I've got me a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna get in here and get this utterly ridiculous bacon out of here. We're gonna take it over to the neighbors. Now, you know this udder came out of their heifer. We got it out of their heifer. We ate half in that video. This is the other half. We're gonna take it over there. We're gonna partially freeze it, and we're gonna slice it on a meat slicer so we can get uniform thin slices because we discovered that really made it good last time. And then we're gonna try this bacon. Let's do it. The smoke has stopped rolling, and that's a very good thing. Just gonna slip this over this like this. Boy, oh boy, it's longer than my bag. When I freeze it, I definitely want it to be laid like that. I don't want it curled up. But for transportation, I'm gonna have to smash it in and get it sealed. There we go. All right, that'll ride. In just a minute, you're gonna see us slicing this halfway frozen thing. I'm looking forward to it. All right, folks, I'm over at my neighbor's. I think we've got some udder bacon here. Let's see if we, can you smell any smoke?
It smells so good.
Oh yeah, that's it right there. So this is what it looks like. This is half, right?
That's half an udder.
Half an udder.
Half a heifer udder.
Yeah.
Not a milk cow.
Not a big milk cow udder. I don't even know if they're hanging full of milk like that, if you can do this. Honestly, don't know. Someday we might try. If we do try it, it won't be necessarily because we want to, because good milk cows are not something you want to just be slaughtering. But anyway, we're gonna slice this real quick and see what udder bacon is like. We're gonna fry some up. We're gonna get the kids down here. Are they doing their school?
They are doing schoolwork right
They're
now.
very diligent young people. But I want to slice this real quick and see how it goes. I love this slicer because it really does a good job. Look at that. Perfect, uniform. What do you think about the thickness?
I think it's good.
Being very fatty, I don't know if we go thinner, it may not be nothing left.
I think we have to stay this thick
Yeah.
just for that reason.
Now when I was slicing it, and it was so floppy over here, I couldn't even come close to getting that right there.
No.
So I think we are in, I would say the chips. I think we're in the bacon.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, we've got something done here. Now we haven't called the kids yet, but we want to test it just to make sure. Is there still some in there? Yeah.
Those are the 2 that were put in after these 3.
We're going to test this out. The feel, it's kind of like a bendable pork rind, I think.
Mm-hmm. It also feels like kind of like a crisped up cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
Like on top of the lasagna
That's
that got burnt.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Mm.
Oh yeah. That is not chewy. It's not anything except good. I mean.
Yeah, it doesn't even have any of that texture that set off some
No.
of the unfavorable opinions of the udder we tried it last time.
That right there, the way to go.
Yeah, make the bacon.
I've got more to say about that, but I'll say it when the kids are in here eating, because they need to hear it. Put it dead center in front of Grace since she's in the middle. What does it look like? Fish?
No. Udder.
Chips is what I think it
Chips?
looks like.
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds? Dog treat?
Yeah.
Hog
That's what
ears?
it is.
That's what it is. All right. What I would like for y'all to do, each of y'all get a piece, and I don't care which piece you get, and hold it in your hand until Hunter's got his. All right, go ahead and try it. Your mother and I's gonna get big ones because we are addicted to them already. Big old things. Still kind of hot on the fingers, but not really to the mouth, at least in my tongue. But I can eat hot stuff, right?
It's nice and warm.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I salted it 24 hours. I like that salt level. To me, that is bacon salt level. Perfect. Even this thicker piece here is not chewy.
It's like bacon should be.
I wonder, did the salt process change the texture? Because I remember last time we did udder, of course I couldn't slice it this thin because I didn't have it cold and I didn't have the slicer, but it was not this easy to chew.
We had to work at it a little.
We did, and it's all gone. They did not save me anymore.
And Grace took seconds.
Seconds? He took the biggest second.
Oh, did he?
Oh, was it ever big?
Did he not have a big piece?
Yeah.
He grabbed a big piece.
That's
But I
where
grabbed
it
most of
went.
the smaller pieces.
Yes, I saw you grabbing the smaller
He didn't.
pieces.
He didn't.
Hunter, what do you think?
It's better than the other udder.
Better than the other udder.
The udder
The other udder. Oh wow, well the other udder did not have smoke either, so we did it, we cured it with salt. The dog's making a lot of noise over here like she's got some, but she ain't got none, she's chewing on a bone. But anyway, the salt and the smoke really helped it, and by slicing it thin, that was the cherry on top. Are y'all getting after each other? Are y'all being rascals?
Yeah, they are.
Right here on national television? Oh my goodness. Anyway, listen here guys. Would you eat some more if we cooked it for you? Not a word. I'm gonna have to take some home to my boys, but you know what? They're gone working. My boys are an hour away working. Can you believe that, Lucas? They've been working an hour away for over 3 months now. Isn't that about how long we finished your roof? About 3 months ago or something, thereabouts?
Yeah,
April.
it was somewhere in
April?
there. Yeah, it was early May when the last piece went on and it was completely done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then the rabbit hutch was done.
May the 8th is when we finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that clearly. So, yeah, they've been working an hour away ever since. And it's a great job. They're proud of it. And I'm going to be taking you there and showing you. We're going to be going to that place and having a chicken killing.
Woo-hoo.
These guys are going to be there. You've seen us kill chickens there before, and I may video the chicken butchering, but I for sure will show you what they built, because what they built is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Is it done?
It's almost done. It's almost done.
So
Yeah.
it should be done by chicken butcher.
It should be done by chicken butchering time. Also, we've got a chicken butchering video coming up from my daughter Mary's house. I have not showed you the house. They're going to be butchering a lot of chickens. I'm going to be there in about a week. We'll see how it goes. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you look forward to it. Hope you watch like this, looking for McGee's chicken butchering video at Mary's house. But that's all we got for you today. Until we hit another udder video. Until we have another video. That's all we've got for you. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.